Welcome everybody, Sports Book Review. It's college football time and I'm talking about Texas A&M again with Drew Martin from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey Drew, breaking down the SEC, Texas A&M. Here's a team that's got 6 returning starters offensively, 7 on defense, but they've got some other issues off the field from what I'm hearing. They got some players that aren't quite agreeing with each other, not necessarily cohesive in the locker room. What's going on with Texas A&M? And with a team total of 6, do you think they can eclipse that in the SEC?
Hey, well, Brenner, I mean, there's some negatives and some positives coming out of College Station. I'll start with the negative first. You know, their spread record is 4-18 since mid-2013. And 2 of those wins came against Vanderbilt. So they've only had 2 spread wins against teams not named Vanderbilt. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And in the 5th year of the Kevin Sumlin administration, they first went 11-2. Then 9-4, then back-to-back 8-5 seasons, and this last season with the bowl loss, you know, it's kind of been a negative yield curve here for Texas A&M. So as far as you know, looking to bet on Texas A&M, this is kind of a buy low situation, and with the offense that they usually run, flashy and everything, and the talent that they've recruited, it could be a buy on situation there in College Station for me, Brenner.
It could be, and this is again a team that was number 50th in the nation in total yards last year, number 51 on defense. Now there's a stark difference on their defense. They were ranked number 4 against the pass, but 108 against the run. All right, so they've got to figure something out there because one's going to get pulled away from the attention and some double teams from the other side. So with that being said, I look at their schedule. All right, UCLA right out of the gate, and then after that they got to lay down with Prairie View. Then they go to Auburn. That's a tough team. They got Arkansas on their own field, but Arkansas plays good when they're not expected to do well. They play very good on the road. Then they go to South Carolina. That's one they might be able to get. There's a rebuilding team. But then they got Tennessee, Alabama before they find a little reprieve with New Mexico State and maybe Mississippi State. They might get a victory. I don't know. I think I'm on the team total under of 6, and I certainly don't think this team is capable of winning the SEC championship. Kevin Sumlin, he's going to have to do something this year because if not, it's going to be El Fuego, as they say down here in Costa Rica. All right, the chair is going to get awful hot really quick. What are your thoughts on the bigger teams like UCLA, LSU, who they have to finish their season with, and Alabama? Does this team have any hope whatsoever in even sticking with this team or covering big spreads?
Yeah, I actually do. I mean, they got at Auburn. Jordan Hare is always a tough place to play. But in the middle of the season, that at Alabama game, they actually have a bye before then. So I think they got a shot there in Tuscaloosa. And then ending it with LSU on a short week is always tough. But, Brenner, there's one real good point that I really like Texas A&M. And it's because Kevin Sumlin, how he got this job. Yeah. He had real good success there at Houston. And why is because a big part of why is he had Case Keenum there at the quarterback position. Real stable, smart, experienced quarterback who actually went on to play in the NFL. And here this year with Texas A&M, they bring in Trevor Knight from Oklahoma, who actually lost his job, has a chip on his shoulder. I really look for him to excel this year. And Kevin Sumlin over the past couple years has really had the highly recruited kids that really have just fizzled out. So with this kid, Trevor Knight coming in, chip on his shoulder, I really look for him to excel. Texas A&M over on their team total.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, Drew. And you know what? Information like that when they're bringing in a quarterback from another very good program, that goes a long way, especially when you add on the fact that he's got a chip on his shoulder. Okay, viewers, you heard it, Texas A&M. All right, team total wins is 6. I like the under. Drew likes the over. So we'll see what Coach Sumlin comes up with this year. And look out for SEC action because we can cash some tickets. Thanks a lot, Drew. Have a great day, and let's beat that bookie's ass.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.